Hello and good afternoon everybody. This is a new Let's Play. Now, I know that I've already done a playthrough as the Netherlands, so this may seem repetitive, but we've got new options now. As you can see, this area of the world has been slightly changed, and where previously we would have to start as Utrecht, Gelre or Friesland to be able to form the Dutch nation, or we wouldn't have to, but those would be the obvious ones. We now have a few more options because Burgundy has been split up, and now Brabant exists, and I think they might be able to. Yeah, they're Flemish. Yeah, I think Flemish can. Flanders exist, and Flanders can form the Dutch nation. I did check that because I was considering going as them. And, more importantly than anything else I feel, Holland exists. And Holland can definitely form the Dutch nation. An interesting fact about Holland, in fact, is that Holland start with the Dutch ideas. Now these are some quite good ideas. And these are normally like the benefit of forming the Netherlands, is you get these amazing Dutch ideas. Holland gets to start with those ideas. And I feel it would be wrong to try and form the Netherlands as people who aren't Holland. I will, maybe in my own time, not on recording, unless people really want me to, at some point attempt it with Flanders, because Flanders are going to be very interesting, because they don't own any of the 6 provinces that they need to form the Netherlands, but they do have the option to do it. So they would have to take Zeeland and Holland from Holland, they'd need to take Breda from Brabant, they'd need to take Utrecht, Gelre, and Friesland. I believe Friesland is in there, isn't it? Yeah. As Holland, I've actually got possibly one of the better starts here, because I only need to take Breda, Utrecht, Gelre, Friesland. I only need to take 4. Everybody else needs to take at least 5. I also start with a strong trading post here. I start with the amazing Dutch ideas, which literally nobody else on the map has. These guys all start with Germanic ideas. Because we're the only primary Dutch. Brabant, are you Dutch or German? Oh no, yeah, they're German. Yeah, primary culture is Flemish. We're the only Dutch, primary Dutch culture with a primary Dutch tag. So, yeah, we don't have any cores, sadly. We don't have any, like, Netherlands cores. Now, the interesting thing here is, while we exist, we are still in a personal union underneath Burgundy. So you see, Burgundy has been split up. They now have a personal union over... they have Nevers as a vassal, which owns these 2 provinces. They have Brabant as a personal union. They have Flanders as a personal union. And they have Holland as a personal union. So we do actually have an overlord, which is unfortunate. So we're not independent, and we will need to be independent to form the Dutch nation. That's part of the requirement. We'll also need to be independent to actually gain some of this land, because Burgundy's not going to give it to us. Which means the first thing we need to do is find some allies against Burgundy. And partly what that means is people who will support our independence, which apparently France and England both will. And they will because they rival Burgundy. See that plus 30 there? Rivalry attitude towards Burgundy. So they will both support my independence. Who else rivals Burgundy? Denmark. However, yeah, Denmark won't, but they will if I improve opinion with them. So we might try that. In the Independence War, we will definitely need to take Breda as well. After that, we don't need to go to war with Burgundy again, unless they declare on us, which they might. Obviously, the other option to get free is if Burgundy's prestige drops too low, we'll just get free anyway. So that's good. Meanwhile, let's take a look at our diplomatic options. We can't set rivals because we're a personal union. So let's not do that. We've got some missions to solidify papal relations. We might do that. Missions have changed now. Missions now give you interesting things rather than rubbish like prestige or whatever. We could improve relations with Friesland, try and get to 100. Friesland, that's possible. That would give us diplomatic reputation, which would be really good for actually securing more people to support our independence. So I think that's a really solid plan. Otherwise we can create an army for our nation, giving us recruitment time and regiment costs. Which, well, it does... I don't know. Or we can secure people's relations. Let's improve relations with Friesland, see if we can get up to 100. We could get some advisors. We are pretty loaded, so we might as well get some advisors. We do have this wonderful Burgundy king who is giving us amazing stats, so that's good. Let's go for prestige. Let's go for diplomatic reputation, which will help more people want to support our independence, and let's go for morale of armies, which will help us when we have to fight for independence. Now that we've spent all of our money, we also want to build some more boats and some more army, but that can wait. Denmark are now 55 out of 55, so it won't take much convincing them to support my independence. Preferably, I'd get Austria. Oh no, Austria are friendly towards Burgundy. Normally, Austria would probably rival Burgundy. Here they're friendly, so that might be a problem. And I'd love to get Castile involved, but they tend to ally Burgundy a lot of the time, so we'll see how that goes. Our army tradition is not great. We won't bother hiring a general just yet. We've got 3 cogs, which we will probably use as soon as war breaks out to get our troops out of there. And we've got 5 barks who can protect trade in the English Channel. We've got 2 merchants, presumably, pushing from Lubeck and Champagne. That's fine. So without further ado, and so that I don't spend the entire first episode just talking, let's get started. Speed 3 to start with. France accepted, England accepted, and then ally spam at the very beginning of the game. Now, let's go and improve relations with Denmark, and then they'll probably join. And Burgundy, have you picked up any allies yet? You haven't. Let's go and improve relations with Friesland, because that's our mission. And then as soon as Denmark are likely to support my independence, which is straight away, we'll wait till the end of the month, let relations get up. And why? It's now telling me whenever these people arrive somewhere when they're protecting trade. Let's turn that off. That's unfortunate. Yeah, end of the month we will come back from Denmark and get them to support our independence. 1 in 4 days. And then probably what we'll do is work on Castile. Although part of me wants to just say we should go for it right now. Oh, they're allied with Castile now. If we do it right now, before anything else happens, I think we can pull it off. Because England don't have any wars going on. France don't have any wars going on. France and England together surely can take out Burgundy and Castile. Let's just take a look at some stats here. Now, they're not allied to Austria yet. That would be where it becomes problematic. So England, 26,000. Castile and France both at 23,000. Burgundy down at 15,000. I think we can do this. Right. Let's do it. Sure. We've got Denmark on side as well. Let's go. Let's do it right now. Independence. France, England and Denmark. There's basically no way we can lose this. Surely. Surely there's no way we could lose this war. Oh, and we lose stability. And we get a new rubbish king. Immediately we engage their navy. That's probably bad. That's probably very bad. Let's just go to London for now. We're losing money for whatever reason. We were gaining a lot more before. Let's just fire this guy. Let's actually fire this guy as well. We're going to basically be relying on our allies to win this war for us. There's nothing we can really do. Our legitimacy is terrible. We have no heir. We have the von Kenton dynasty. Castile have allied. But we have Denmark, France and England on our side. I think we can do this. You guys should just retreat as soon as possible, which is 4th January. Oh no, we might actually win this anyway. Yeah, we got this. Oops. The Kingdom of Italy and the Empire. For years now, imperial authority over the Kingdom of Italy has been waning. Successive emperors have failed to impose their will on the Italian states, and large areas that are formerly part of the empire have been lost to Venice and the Papal States, who reject the empire's right to them. Unless northern Italy is firmly brought back into the empire, the states there may slip out of imperial control forever. Unless all of the region of the Kingdom of Italy is part of the empire before 1490 and stay there until 1550, the states are likely to leave the empire. That's cool. Are we going to continue protecting trade? I think we should. I think we probably should. Yeah, let's leave our allies to do most of the heavy lifting here. There's not much we can do, but as long as our capital is free, really, 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 I want Breda. If I can. Oh, we're getting subsidies as well. Oh, legend. Legend. Should have fabricated a claim on Breda or something. So, can I set rivals now? That's an interesting question. That's not the button I'm looking for. My country. I can. Let's... Oh, we can't set rivals because we're at war, obviously. Derp be derp. Okay. I do want to buy some people. And go and siege up Brabant. I'll do that once I have some money. Oh yeah, Denmark have Norway and Sweden on their side. They still have a union as well. Oh, Denmark are actually still quite powerful then. That's fine. So Norway's coming down here to help out. Let's see if we... They don't automatically. Let's see if we can be cheeky and grab Breda quickly. Let's train. Let's get rid of that. We don't need it right now. Train some troops in Holland. I don't know that we'll actually be able to... Do they have a fort here? They have a fort here, so we need 9,000 people to be able to take Limburg. But as long as we sit on Breda, we won't lose it. That's the main thing. I feel I should just pop stability up. Sadly, the Empire doesn't get reduced stability anymore. Lucca has become a free city. Wonderful. I'm not entirely sure what free cities do, but they add more authority for the Emperor, so that's good. So who else is going to be a good ally once this dust is all settled? Tell you what, Austria is going to be a good ally once the dust is all settled, because they're the Emperor and I am in the Empire. Taking Breda is going to be a bit ballsy, but that's fine. Let's train infantry here as well. So it's actually quite easy to declare this independence war. Well, it's quite easy to declare this independence war, yeah. Whether it's a good idea and quite easy to win it is a different matter, but let's say that people are allowed to attach to us. If we get a large enough stack, then we'll go and siege Limburg. Otherwise... Oh yeah, we should hire a general, shouldn't we? He's got massive siege, so if we can get enough people to attach to us, we can probably build quite a few people ourselves, actually. Yeah, we can build up to 10, so if we get the income, which we have right now... Oh, what am I doing? I'm being stupid, that's what I'm doing. Build me another infantry, please. Then we can start sieging... tell you what, while we're waiting to get enough troops, let's go... Land movement blocked by hostile fort. Okay, so we'll have to go for Limburg before we can go for Brabant. I see. Unfortunate. But Denmark's coming and attaching to us as well. We've got 8 troops here now. That's 9 troops, that's actually enough. Let's go. As long as they stay with me, we've got 3 siege, so this should be a reasonably quick siege as well. Now, we do have a slight flaw in that all of our troops are infantry, but it's affordable that way. Keep an affordable army for now. We'll worry about the actual effectiveness of it later, I guess. So yeah, because we're sieging the fort that controls Breda, we don't lose control of Breda right now. That's the important thing to remember. You can leave it if you're going to go and siege the fort that is protecting it, which is nice. Come on, give me another dude. That'll bring us to 8 out of 10. Then I might wait and grab a couple of cavalry. I think we can, yeah, afford to build up. Yeah, this shouldn't be a difficult war, and as long as we don't take too much out of it, we'll be fine. So things are going well. Things are going very well. I like it. Starting as Holland, not terrible. And if Burgundy lose all their prestige from this, then we actually get to... we don't have to worry about all of their personal unions. Or we don't have to worry about them declaring war on us so much, because it won't matter. We'll just have to worry about their pithy little... these little miners allying each other, but whatever. That won't matter. Now, I still don't want to... Now, that's interesting. Venice declared war on Albania. Reconquest, apparently. Nice. Venice have a core in Albania. Interestingly, nobody starts off with wars at the beginning of the game, so Albania's fate is not entirely determined, although, you know, they are basically doomed to die, and that's kind of their thing. But they could be eaten by the Ottomans or Venice, you know? That's interesting. We're at 21% there, and we have enough money to build a Latin Knight. Excellent. So yeah, hopefully, what's Burgundy's prestige looking like right now? It's looking at 2, so they might actually get low enough to lose all their unions, and that would be great. We've won that siege. Let's go over here and siege Brabant, just to make sure that we kind of are sieging it. And then we might go to Antwerpen as well. Right, I don't really need you guys to attach to me anymore, so go off and do whatever you want. If you want to stay here, that's fine as well, though. I really don't mind. You're helping me siege. It's not such a high stack that we're going to get attrition anywhere, really, even with terrible beginning of the game attrition. So England might want Picardy back from this war. Do France have any claims or cores on Burgundy? France don't, but England have a core on Picardy. So if they manage to siege that, they will want it. So really, we should go and siege it. If only we had Comet Sans. Ho ho ho. Tell you what then. Let's detach a quick dude to go over to Picardy to make sure that the English don't get uppity about it. And let's grab another knight. Oh, France are going for it. That should be fine. Oh. Now that must be a bug. It said I was over halfway to the next province, and then I told him to just go to the next province, and suddenly he wasn't halfway there anymore. Which allowed me to immediately turn around, or stop my movement if I had wanted to. So that might be a bit of a bug / exploit. We shall see. I'm probably not going to use it if it is an exploit, but as I say, we shall see. Right, split off one guy here. In fact, leave the general here because he's really not going to help much in an actual fight. Especially not against a 3-6-3-3 Flanders general. Oh right, yeah. Well, whatever. Should be able to win the fight anyway, just due to numbers. Yeah, no problem. And that, my friends, is time on this episode. So join me again next episode when we will assuredly gain our independence and Breda of Dutch culture back. And then we can start looking at kind of beating up on these guys, I guess. I don't know how we're going to go about it. Obviously, we're going to preferably get relations up with Austria before anything else. Austria won't ally me before this war is over. Or, really, after the war is over, because I'm allied to France. France, hopefully, will continue being... See, France and England are almost certainly going to go to war, but I think I can stick with France and they're a safe bet to ally with. But that stops me from getting an alliance with England or Austria. Castile are now going to dislike me for a long time, and France, to be honest, might stop me from getting an alliance with Castile anyway. So my other allies are probably going to be Denmark, if he can keep the Union. Denmark's actually friendly. And then we might also see if we can work on Poland once this mission with Friesland is over. Anyway, join me next time for all of that and we'll see what happens. Till then, have a good one. Bye.